welcome back. Today we're going to go over a plan that me and my mom have come up with to do a 30-day juice fast, and possibly longer. We'll see how it goes. But she is dealing with rheumatoid arthritis, and so she wants to see how she feels after she's been doing an extended juice fast, and to see if that helps with any of the pain and just what sort of reactions she gets on just drinking juice. And so for me, I decided I would just join her to give her some support and just help her along the process. And yeah, so this is about the 1 week mark. It's day 6,
yeah,
basically. And so what did the first week go for, or how was it for you?
I mean, I have had periods where I thought I want to eat something. I mean, just real brief episodes. But if I would then take some juice in, or just busy myself in my mind with something else to occupy those thoughts, those hunger pains went away. It was more my thinking about food than me actually being hungry. We've juiced close to a gallon a day. I haven't made a gallon any of the days, but close, on juice. And that's a lot of liquid for me to take in, so I feel full. And we're not eating anything and getting as few fibers as we can since we're juicing. I've made it through pretty remarkably, but granted, I'm with a supportive 2 other people doing it with me. That's all we're doing. I'm not smelling food on a daily basis or having to prepare food for family or anything, so you just kind of put food on the back burner and think. You don't think about it, then you don't have to recreate those hunger feelings.
Yeah, so again, going back to like the mindset thing, that's something that I've personally realized when I do fasts. I do 2 40-hour or 36 to 40-hour dry fasts a week, and I'm not doing that during this juice fast, but during the last couple months that I've been doing this, I've really noticed how it really comes down to understanding that there's hunger from the body, and then there are, hunger thoughts. And basically, your mind tries to get you to think that you want to eat, but really it's either just because, it's that time of day and you're a habitual being and you want to, it's noon, so you feel like you should eat. But when you think about, when you try to get in touch with what your body really feels, it's usually not hungry. You're just going to eat out of habit. And maybe you hear somebody talk about food, or maybe you smell food, and then again that starts the thoughts running. So it's really about controlling your thoughts and just being able to take a step back and refocus and let yourself understand that, I'm not truly hungry at this point, and maybe get going on another project or get back on task of what you were doing to try and get your mind off of those thoughts. So you really have to be able to, cut those thoughts out right as they arise.
Right.
So.
Right. It doesn't do much good and we've had these conversations. We're like, oh, I'd like to have some soup right now.
Yeah. And
that just feeds on your thoughts of that, and you just, it's not a good thing to conversate about food or what you'd like to eat during a fast.
Right.
But I think as time goes on, I think we'll see less and less of that.
Right. And I just taught a class last 2 nights ago, and there was one of the students in there was on I think day 18 of their juice fast, and they were planning to go 28 days. And she even said for her that she, after
6 days, she said it won't be a problem.
Right.
You can be around food, and as long as you're, committed to doing the juice fast, you can abstain from the food and not be triggered by it.
Yep. And that was helpful for you just to hear that, right?
Right.
So
that's today, day 6.
Yeah, day 6. So it's good to, if you're on Facebook, join a group that is into juice fasting or whatever type of fasting that you're interested in, or whatever type of lifestyle change that you're interested in. Find some people that can relate to you, especially if you're not surrounded by people that are living the same sort of lifestyle as you, or the lifestyle that you're trying to learn. So getting connected with like-minded people and with people that are either doing what you're doing or have already done what you're trying to do, that's really going to help with giving you confidence,
right,
and just answering questions as you go along the way.
Right. Well, that's why I planned this week up here, my first week with you and Amber, to just get my foot going in the right direction, because I have a lot more triggers at home to where I'm left alone, or there's a lot more different kinds of food at my home than there is here. So I just wanted a good solid week of getting my foot in the door with other people that are doing it, so that I can succeed when I have to go home and continue this.
Yeah.
And I've never, like I say, 2.5 days is all I've ever done, so I don't know what it's going to bring. I still have pain. I'm still struggling to walk a little bit. I have inflammation in different areas. So it wasn't like this, on day 5, everything went away and I feel great, which I've read some testimonials that, they couldn't hardly walk to their car before, and after 5 days they were doing that. And it hasn't happened for me, but I feel I need to run the course and see what is at the end of at least 30 days, and see if that helps in any way. It might send me on another journey in a different direction. I don't know, but the only way of knowing is to try it.
Right. And we're not just juicing, so we're trying to get you more focused on, incorporating other things like the essential oils.
Yep.
If you can do enemas, those are really helpful for making sure that you're getting out any toxins, because when we're detoxing, we're dumping a lot of toxins, and to get those out, if you're not having a bowel movement every day, it's really important. So that, light exercising, like walking, we're trying to get you into a habit of that. What else?
Skin brushing and just a meditation. Taking some time and just reflecting and being, taking yourself out of the everyday routines that people have, and just trying to get my body to calm down, and from the inside out, and from the mind to the soul. I mean, really, it all plays a part. I think it's all intertwined, and makes a difference if you incorporate all of those aspects into your healing as well.
I think one of the main things that people have to get down is their mental state. Have a positive attitude. You can't go into it, thinking that you're going to fail, or that it's just going to be so hard. You just got to take it day by day. You got to stay positive. You got to understand that there's going to be, tough days. Yeah,
and that is very true. I mean, I was going to say, you have to understand, though, that you're going to break down, or you're going to say this isn't working, or and people that have tried to heal, that are going through a condition such as rheumatoid or fibromyalgia or other painful disorders, conditions, it's hard for people to understand just what kind of pain you're talking about, and so you have to expect that you're going to have some setbacks, but you got to get some support out there to get you through it. Mm-hmm. And Matt will be on my speed dial 24/7.
Yeah, going home I think will be the true test, because I mean you're at the point where you have a little trouble even just like getting the juicer apart.
Right.
And
because I'm on no drugs at this time.
Yeah, and how long have you been doing that?
At least 6 months I've been off the drugs, but I've been in the last couple months having greater difficulty with even walking, and which is really frightening, but still wanting myself to push on and see what I can accomplish without the drugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and for anybody watching, you know, of course, we're not medical doctors, so don't take what we're saying as what you should be doing. You know, discuss your plan with your healthcare provider, and this is just for educational purposes, and what, you know, my mom here is, you know, just experimenting with for herself. So, what have you found to be the most helpful up to this point with pain?
Well, for me, a soaking Epsom salt bath takes the pain away right away. But there's drawbacks to sitting in a tub, which I don't have a water filter on my tub, so you know, you're sitting in fluoride and chloride, but it still is very soothing to someone with arthritis, and essential oils have really helped as well. I'm just kind of getting into those, but they do seem to take the pain away for a while, and I would say those two things are probably the most, other than if I notice if I get up and move continually for a while, I'm way more limber than if I sit and try to get up. So I know the moving part is very important, which I need to do some more walking and moving.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, we're almost at the 1 week mark.
Yeah.
And, you know, things have been up and down, but we made it through the first week. And like we said, we're going to go for 30 days, and we'll keep updating maybe weekly. We'll see what happens. But if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we will catch you in the next video.
Detoxify your mind and body. Be the change you want to see. Small steps towards living better. Small steps to where I want to be.